Hello students, my name is Vineet Kumar Singh and I am an assistant professor in School of Pharmacy, BVD University, Lucknow. Today's topic of discussion will be macrolides and their antibiotics, and also we will discuss chloramphenicol in the last. So macrolides, is kind of antibiotic have showing very potential effect like erythromycin, rosithromycin, azithromycin. These are the drugs which is showing very potential effect on upper respiratory tract infection. So we will discuss one by one. So a macrolide class of antibiotics characterized by their large lactone ring structure and by their growth inhibiting effect on bacteria. It's also bacteriostatic, as we discussed earlier. It is a bacteriostatic. So, and then large lactone ring is contain. You know, the structure is very huge structure and bulky structure. You can see that there is a lot of bond, lot of gel is there. So one of things is bacteriostatic. So ये bacteriostatic होते हैं साइडल नहीं and static and sidal we discussed earlier, So these antibiotics isolated from the actinomycetes in the group of chemically related compound called macrolides. So basically, the most of the macrolides naturally occurring are from actinomycetes. In 1950, picromycin, the first of this group to be identified as a macrolide compound, and the first reported in 1950. So पहला जो कंपाउंड इसका उसका नाम था पिक्रोमाइसिन, और वो पिक्रोमाइसिन वो 1950 में आया था और वो एक्टिनोमाइसिन से आया था. उसके बाद 1952 में एरिथ्रोमाइसिन एंड उसके बाद फिर कार्बोमाइसिन आए. you know uh, these two drugs after that picromycin, erythromycin and carbamazepine were reported, and in which the erythromycin have a very good potential activity. And after that, it's about 1970s and about in between 70s and 18, synthetic derivative of erythromycin, including clarithromycin and azithromycin, were also developed. It's basically the SIR process. If we found that erythromycin and we change the different group and find the different activity and different potential, like clarithromycin, azithromycin, and it's showing a very good efficacy right now. So macrolides having large lactone ring from isolated from actinomycetes, they have bacteriostatic effect. First macrolides were introduced in 1950 as name picromycin, and after that in 1952 erythromycin and clarithromycin were reported, and the derivative of erythromycin is like name clarithromycin and azithromycin were developed in between 70s and 80s century. No, 1970s and 1980s. So naturally occurring macrolides antibiotic are grouped into three major group of like 12, 14 and 16 member macrolides with the glycone consisting of 12, 14 and 16 atom cyclic electron ring respectively. So the most of the macrolide have a huge structure. They have at least 12 to 16 member माइक्रोलाइट रिंग होती है और उसमें ग्लाइकोन कंसिस्टिंग होती है जैसे लाइक साइक्लिक इलेक्ट्रॉन रिंग आल्सो प्रेजेंट जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल एरिथ्रोमाइसिन ए इज अ 14 membered macrolide 14 atom cyclic electron ring and possess diso disosamine and glycosidically linked to C5 and carbon number 3, carbon number 5 respectively. After that, the classification of microlide antibiotics. So the classification will according to their membered ring, like 14 membered ring, 15 and 16. So basically, we classified in three group. The first one, 14 member ring, means those who have 14 ring in the side, 15 member ring and 16 member ring. 14 member rings like erythromycin is 14 member ring and is naturally occurring, naturally found होती है. While semi-synthetic prozithromycin and clarithromycin, it's semi-synthetic, which half of the part is natural and half of the part will synthesize in lab. And the second classification is 15 member ring, that is purely semi-synthetic erythromycin, which is synthesized or modified according to erythromycin. The 16 member ring like just naturally occurring dosamycin, spiramycin, these are the naturally occurring drug, while their semi-synthetic forms like miocamycin and rectomycin. So these are the semi-synthetic form. So overall, the microlides classify in between three groups according to their ring present number of ring present like 14 member, 15 member and 16 member. So here is the structure of erythromycin. Erythromycin is 14 member ring, naturally occurring drug, and it's having structure like this. Hydrogen, this in kind of use both are glycosidic bond or linkage is to each other, and this is the structure of azithromycin. Screws, and there's a ring, so pentane, there's a hydroxyl methyl group also there. So most of the methyl group are attached in, and this dot dot form is denoted that steric form. Then this is the structure of clarithromycin. It's also the huge structure attached with glycosidic bond, and its structure is almost close. Okay, so the mechanism, what is the mechanism of action of microlides? So microlides are protein synthesis inhibitor. Microlides inhibit antibiotics do so bind reversibly to the P site on the 50S subunit of the bacterial ribosome and by preventing peptidyl transferase from adding the growing peptide attached to tRNA to the next amino acid as well as inhibiting ribosomal translation. It may be bacteriostatic or cidal depending on the concentration. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, the protein synthesis, as microlides are the basic So mechanism of action of macrolides. So all macrolides act by the inhibiting of protein synthesis of bacterial cell. So the macrolides point to the P site of 50 ribosome subunit and inhibit the action of ribosome, and then the protein synthesis via ribosomes will not happen and bacterial will no longer. So the work of ribosome is kind of to uh, regulate the protein synthesis, at least initiate the protein synthesis by the help of tRNA. So these मैक्रोलाइट क्या करते हैं कि ये जो राइबोसोम्स की होती है 50s सब यूनिट उस पे जाके बाइंड हो जाएंगे, और उस राइबोसोम्स जब बाइंड हो जाएंगे तो उसकी जो फर्दर एक्टिविटी है टू अटैच विद टीआरएनए ये इनहिबिट कर देंगे पूरी तरीके से। जब वो इनहिबिट हो जाएगी so क्या होगा, the protein synthesis masses will not forward to RNA, and that's why ultimately the next amino acid जो develop होगा वो according to the ribosomal translation नहीं होगा, और then after the protein will almost incorrectly, and that's why bacterial cell या bacteria will be die, and that's the it could be sidal or static effect. It's totally depend on the concentration. If we increase the concentration, then it will affect like a bactericidal. So all the macrolides in the low dose act like a bacteriostatics, but when the dose will increase, they act like a bactericidal. एंड इट रिवर्सिबली बाइंड करते हैं आप 51 से। रिवर्सिबली मीन्स कि वंस द ड्रग once the drug will withdraw or move from the 50th subunit, the 50th subunit of bacteria will remain same working and same condition. But when the irreversibly something bind to the 50s, it does mean that particular bind of protein या particular bind position या that will completely swipe out until unless uh, the second one, the new protein will develop, and then after that work will happen. Then chemistry of macrolide antibiotics. So macrolide antibiotics contain three characteristic part in every molecule at least. So पहला है microcyclic lactone ring containing at least 14 to 16 कार्बन, यूजली 14, 15 और 16 नंबर की रिंग की क्लासिफिकेशन हमने देखी भी है प्रीवियसली। और जो तीसरा पॉइंट है कि मल्टीपल कीटोन ग्रुप और हाइड्रोक्सिल ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होते हैं। ओके, सो पहले हम वन बाय वन देखते हैं। से हियर इज अ microcyclic lactone ring contain 14 to 16 carbon. So ये this is a microcyclic lactone ring जो almost 15 से 16 कार्बन होते हैं इसके अंदर। और उसके बाद the second point is multiple ketone और hydroxyl group present होने चाहिए। तो ये this is ketone group नहीं, ketone group, hydroxyl group, methyl group, these are the groups should be present. And deoxy sugar attached to the lactone ring by glycosidic linkage, general structure of macrolide antibiotics. So glycosidic linkage is there, and the sugar are attached to this main molecule. So these three characteristics are the main in all the macrolides. The first one is they must have a microcyclic lactone ring contain 14 to 16 carbon usually, then multiple ketone group or hydroxyl group, Then deoxy sugar attached to lactone ring by glycosidic linkage. General structure of macrolide antibiotics is have. Then the one drug is called erythromycin. Erythromycin replace C carbon C12 OH group with uh, hydrogen atom form more acid stable erythromycin A and erythromycin. Erythromycin C clinizole OCS3 replaced with hydroxyl. The carbon analog differ from erythromycin by the replacement of methoxyl group on the cladinoso moiety with hydrogen atom. It appears to be active as erythromycin but is present in very small amount in fermentation liquor. And structure activity relationship of microlides. Lactone ring, a ketone group, and amino sugar are the basic characteristic group of that are present in macrolide and are desired for the activity. Sorry, some the three basic point we discussed earlier: macrocyclic, lactone ring, multiple ketone hydroxyl group, deoxy sugar. So these are the must feature, must have feature for the activity of molecule. The amino sugar present must be glycosidically bonded. The amino sugars are present as we see this. These amino sugar are present which bonded to with main structure by glycosidic bond. Lactone ring contain 12, 14 and 16 at almost in cyclic at of must cyclic ring along the olefinic group and hence called microlides. Neutral sugar are present in addition to glycosidically bonded sugar as we seen. Dimethyl amino group provide basic properties to microlides. Strategy for erythromycin modification. So this is the basic strategies for erythromycin. There is some specific positions like this cut cladinose to ketaldehyde, conversion to 11-12 cyclic derivative from the site. This is the oxygen group. Ring inspection also is there. Acylation of hydroxyl group and replacement of hydrogen. So these are the points where the modification can be happen and the effect of drug ultimately will remain the same or will affect it. And when carbon number 6 hydroxy group in erythromycin has been converted to an methoxy, that is like clarithromycin, the spectrum is slightly improved compared to erythromycin. Then yeah, of course, the spectrum of clarithromycin is more in compare if we compare the erythromycin to clarithromycin. While the clarithromycin is derived derivative of erythromycin, it will be developed by carbon 6 hydroxy group in erythromycin converted with and methoxy. So greater acid stability than erythromycin does not cause cramp in GIT, higher blood concentration, more lipophilicity and longer half life. So just we see that the single इन कार्बन नंबर 6 हाइड्रोक्सी ग्रुप प्रेजेंट एरिथ्रोमाइसिन इसको हमने चेंज कर दिया मिथॉक्सी से। मिथॉक्सी ग्रुप चेंज होने के बाद ये नया कंपाउंड जो बना उसे बोलेंगे हम क्लेट्रोमाइसिन। अब इसमें जो न्यू कंपाउंड है उसका जो है इफेक्ट क्या रहा कि इसका स्पेक्ट्रम ज्यादा हो गया, एसिड स्टेबिलिटी अच्छी रही इसकी। So the and also the lipophilicity also increase, longer half life also increase. So देखा we see that the how the structure activity relationship, how it working, it's a very good, just a single change of group and we found this great effective compound. The second, the addition of hydroxylamine to the ketone to form enzyme increase acid stability by reducing intramolecular ketalization. जो इनिशियली जो एरिथ्रोमाइसिन का जो प्रॉब्लम थे, लाइक वो कि जीआईटी क्रैम्प करते थे एंड आल्सो एसिड एसिड अगर एसिडिटी ज़्यादा है तो स्टेबल नहीं रहते थे, लॉन्गर हाफ लाइफ एरिथ्रोमाइसिन की एंड लाइपोसिस। सो ये सारी जो है प्रॉब्लम्स थी। उसके बाद तो क्लेरिथ्रोमाइसिन की ये सारी प्रॉब्लम इसने दूर कर दी, लाइक इसकी स्टेबिलिटी बढ़ गई, एसिड स्टमक में एसिड होता है, इसकी पीएच 1 से 3 तक, और उस पीएच पे जाके उसको एक्ट करना होगा। तो एरिथ्रोमाइसिन क्या होता था, वो अपने आप को स्टेबल रख नहीं पाते थे इस पीएच पे, और अगर होता था तो जीआईटी क्रैम्प कर देती थी, क्रैम्प लाइट ब्रेन पेन समथिंग लाइट। और जो क्लेरिथ्रोमाइसिन की क्या था, ब्लड में कंसंट्रेशन भी ज़्यादा आने लगी इस चेंज की वजह से, और ऑफ कोर्स लॉन्गर हाफ लाइफ, ज़्यादा देर तक वर्क भी करती थी। सो इट अल्टीमेटली द एसआईआर विल very effective for the foundation of a new drug. Then the third point is a nitrogen atom has been introduced to expand a 14-member ring to 15-member azalide ring. Like 15-member ring is like azithromycin. Removal of the 9 keto group coupled with incorporation of weakly basic and tertiary amine nitrogen function into the microlide ring increase the stability. Okay, now so the group and the 15 position, either 14 position, either 9 position, that is a keto group is exchanged with the hydroxyl group. Okay, so these are the happenings will ultimate affect the activity of the compound. Azithromycin is a semi-synthetic derivative of erythromycin prepared by Bachmann rearrangement of the corresponding enzyme, followed by N-methylation and reduction of the resulting expanded lactone azithromycin. It is it is a prototype of series of nitrogen containing 15-member ring microlide known as azalides, removal of the 9 keto group coupled with incorporation of a weakly basic tertiary amine nitrogen function into the microlide ring, increasing the stability of azithromycin to acid catalyzed degradation. Then the resistance process, how the microlide will resist toward the bacteria. Then methylation of guanine residue on ribosomal RNA leads to lower affinity to toward macrolides. The ribosome, guanine is there present. अब उसका जो अगर मिथाइलेशन हो जाता है तो क्या होगा कि मैक्रोलाइड का जो बाइंडिंग पोजीशन है, वो बाइंडिंग जो साइट है वो क्या हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा डिफरेंट, स्ट्रक्चर उसका डिफरेंट हो जाएगा, तो एफिनिटी टू बाइंड करने की है वो हो जाएगी कम। एंड इफेक्टिव इफ्लक्स सिस्टम, अगर बैक्टीरिया का इफ्लक्स सिस्टम एक्टिवेट है या मोर एक्टिवेट, तो क्या होगा कि ड्रग जैसे ही अंदर जाती है सेल के अंदर, ड्यू टू द एक्टिव इफ्लक्स सिस्टम, वो बाय द मीन ऑफ इफ्लक्स सिस्टम वो ड्रग वापस सेल से बाहर भेज देता है। तो क्या होगा कि वो एक्टिविटी नहीं शो कर पाएगी ड्रग, बिकॉज वो अपने साइड तक तो पहुंच ही नहीं पा रही। Then presence of a plasmid associated erythromycin esterase, yeah, plasmid was present in bacteria and also show the presence. Then clarithromycin and azithromycin show cross resistance with erythromycin, and but telithromycin can be effective. Yeah, cross resistant. Both are the you should not be used together. Against microlite resistance organism, lack of cell wall permeability to microlites is the reason why gram-negative bacteria are resistant to antibacterial effect of these agents. Adverse effect, gastrointestinal effect like anorexia, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, occasionally accompanied by oral administration. Like GI gastrointestinal intolerance, which is due to a direct stimulation of gut mobility, is the most common reason for discontinuing erythromycin and substituting another antibiotics. So these are the main, some very common side effect which is seen in common daily life when patient take a microlides like erythromycin, azithromycin, and nausea and vomiting is a very common. Diarrhea, it's a little bit common, but it's kind of diarrhea is depend on the severity. Then drug interaction. The interaction is that mean कि ये other drugs से क्या interaction करती है, like erythromycin metabolites जो होते हैं can inhibit cytochrome P450 enzyme. P is present in liver, this enzyme present in liver, and thus increase the serum concentration of numerous drugs including theophylline, oral anticoagulants, cyclosporin, and methylprednisolone. सो क्या होगा अगर कोई पेशेंट एरिथ्रोमाइसिन लिया है, अगर उसने टेक किया हुआ है, तो उससे क्या होगा, साइटोक्रोम P450 एंजाइम उससे क्या हो जाएगा, इनहिबिट कर देगा, उससे क्या होगा, दस इंक्रीज द सीरम कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ न्यूमेरस ड्रग लाइक, फिर ओरल एंटीकोगुलेंट्स की कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ जाएगी, तो वो क्या हो जाएगा कि इट्स कुड बी अ फैटल if a patient taken a drug with okay. So drug interaction as we talking that क्या होगा फिर जो एंटीकोगुलेंट्स हैं उनकी सीरम कंसंट्रेशन जब बढ़ जाएगी तो क्या होगा, इससे चांस ऑफ द ब्लीडिंग or it could be lethal sometimes. So it's a very important to see the patient which drug are taking with microlides. Erythromycin increase serum concentration of oral digoxin by increasing its viability. So digoxin and erythromycin will also not given to the same time until unless their consequence will not calculated. Then therapeutic use of erythromycin. It is used to treat like upper part of the respiratory tract infection, soft tissue, yeah, and urethritis, mycoplasm, pneumonia case by pneumonia, and chlamydia infection, gonorrhea infection, and also prophylaxis of ophthalmic infection, and also neonatal conjunctivitis. To treat acne, acne में भी इसका यूज करते हैं, different kind of pelvic infection disease, so it is also used there. So this is the whole about the microlides, and now we will move to the our next drug. It's called chloramphenicol. And before starting chloramphenicol, we should remember that the microlides, azithromycin, erythromycin, these are the drugs from microlides which have at least 12 to 16 membered ring, electron ring mask there, and they have also glycosidic linkage bond is there. So some basic basic characters of the microlides will there. So the next So the our next topic, it's a chloramphenicol. This is a drug. It's a very important drug. And chloramphenicol. Chloramphenicol is active against a wide range of gram-positive and negative organisms. However, because of its toxicity, it use is restricted to the life-threatening infection for which no alternative exists. Chloramphenicol is an antibiotic useful for the treatment of the number of bacterial infection. It is bacteriostatic. It became available in 1948. Chloramphenicol, also known as chlorinthromycin, is effective against wide variety of gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria, and including most anaerobic organism, anaerobic which does need the oxygen. Chloramphenicol, important drug for treatment of like a typhoid fever. टाइफाइड में बहुत ही कारगर, बहुत ही यूजफुल होती है क्लोराम्फेनिकॉल. टाइफाइड इस सैल्मोना टाइफी से होता है. ट्रीटमेंट विद क्लोराम्फेनिकॉल produce excellent results in Haemophilus influenza, meningitis, Neisseria meningitidis. It is quite effective against most bacteria, bactericidal sites, fragiles. The history of chlorphenol is quite interesting. Was first isolated in 1947 by Ernest ETO from a soil sample collected in Venezuela from Streptomyces venezuela. It contains nitrobenzene moiety, and it is a derivative of dichloroacetic acid. Dichlor and chloramphenicol was originally derived from the bacterium Streptomyces venezuela, isolated by David Gotel, and introduced into clinical practice in 1949 after just 2 years under the trade name chloromycetin. It was the first antibiotic to be manufactured synthetically on a large scale. IPSC like 2,2 dichloro and 1,3 hydroxy 1 in bracket 4 nitrophenyl propane 2 ethyl acetamide. It is the IPSC name of chloramphenicol. The structure of chloramphenicol, the structure of it has been established on the basis of following vital chemical evidence. They are like molecular formula of chloramphenicol is C11H12O5 and 2 chlorine 2. Its observation spectrum is similar to that of nitrobenzene. The presence of a nitro group was revealed by the reduction of chloramphenicol with the benzene and hydrochloric acid, followed by diazotization and then coupling yield or an orange precipitate with naphthol. Hydrolysis of chloramphenicol with either acids or alkali produces dichloroacetic acid together with an optically active base C9H12O4 and 2. Chloramphenicol possesses two chiral carbon atom in the acyl amino uh, propanediol chain. It has been observed that biologically activity residue almost exclusively in the D3 isomer, whereas the L3 and D and L3 isomer are virtually inactive. Then SAR of the, like SAR we discussed with the one point like a paranitrophenyl group, which is it has, and replacement of the nitro group by the other substituent leads to reduction in activity. Shifting of the nitro group from the para position also reduce the antibacterial activity. The paranitrophenyl group may be replaced by other aryl structures without appreciable loss of activity. Means that key activity will not lose, remain the same. Replacement of phenyl group by the alicyclic moieties result in less potent compound SAR of 1,3 propanediol. The primary alcoholic group on C1 atom is modified, results in a decrease in active, hence the alcoholic group seems to be essential for activity. SAR of dichloroacetamide side chain, like other halide derivatives of the side chain are less potent through major activities are retained. And chloramphenicol is a broad spectrum antibiotic, is active not only against bacteria but also against other microorganisms such as Rickettsia. Chloramphenicol has excellent activity like against anaerobes. The drug is either bactericidal or bacteriostatic depending upon the organism. Chloramphenicol has it has also broad spectrum of activity and has been effective in treating ocular infection caused by a number of bacteria including like Streptococcus aureus, S. pneumonia and E. coli. It is not effective against the Pseudomonas or Naginata. The uh, the following data is concentration of a medically significant organism, E. coli like 0.015. These are kind of data and it's for just only the reference. Then drug interaction. Chloramphenicol is able to inhibit some of the hepatic mix function and oxidase thus block the metabolism of such drug like warfarin, phenytoin and tolbutamide. These are the drugs which because it's inhibit the cytochrome P450 in liver, so that's why their inhibition of that enzyme ultimately produce some interaction, some inhibition of CY2C19 case decrease metabolism and therefore increased level, for example antidepressant, anti-epileptic and anticoagulants if they are given non-concomitantly. Inhibition of CYP3A4 cases increase level of, for example like calcium channel blocker, immunosuppressant. These are the drugs which drug interaction can be happen. The resistance, we also know that resistance is conferred by the presence of R factor enzyme inactivate chloramphenicol and mechanism resistance like patent organism. This change is permeability may be this basis of multi-drug resistance. Cephalosporin and should be avoided in treatment of infection. The adverse effect anemias, hemolytic anemia occur in patient who's taking at least this chloramphenicol and should be continued in complete blood count drop. The anemia is one of the major side effect. Hypersensitivity reaction also there, and neurotoxic reaction also will happen. The one of the most known side effect of chloramphenicol is Gray baby syndrome. This adverse effect occur in neonates if the dosage regimen of chloramphenicol is not properly adjusted. Neonates have a low capacity to glucuronidate the antibiotics and they have a underdeveloped renal functions. Therefore, neonates have a decreased ability to excrete the drug which accumulate to level that interfere with the function to mitochondrial liposomes. This lead to poor feeding, breathing, cardiovascular collapse, cyanosis, and death. So, chloramphenicol it's very dangerous in neonates. So this is all about the chloramphenicol and macrolides drugs. I hope you will be benefited from this video. Thank you very much for the listening.